See right now, we see some of the damage above.
Today's call will begin in approximately 2 minutes. Automatic messages from you that are educational. Today's call will begin in 1 minute. Please stand by.
Aha.
Okay.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the ongoing, continuing client creator training. I'm Rand Smith, and with me is Brandon Christie. And I'm going to turn it over. Well, before I do that, the topic for the day is going to be the websites, how you can change them, modify them, edit them, and also how they work. Some amazing stuff can be done with these websites. So pay close attention, take notes if you need to. And Brandon, it's all yours.
Okay, thanks, Rand. I'm going to share my screen. If you are not muted, please mute so we don't get any background noise. I hear some trying to mute everybody, but everybody keeps unmuting themselves. So when you come in, just mute yourself if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, so today we're going to go over the lead capture pages. Couple of housekeeping reminders. If you have logged into your client creator system, please make sure you check your real order setup section. If there's information our team needs for your account or your account setup, you'll need to make sure that that gets created or updated and communicated back, or if there's something our team needs. Again, if you're not muted on this Zoom call, please mute yourself. The other thing I want to make sure everybody knows is that our meetings are always recorded. I go over this just about every time, but they are all located in the video library, and under the Zoom section, you'll see the previous Zoom meetings are there. And obviously this week's will be in after it's done as well. So I'm going to go back to the main menu. So we're going to work on the lead capture page website manager. So to access the website manager, I'm sure probably most of you are familiar, but you're going to click on the website manager. Again, if you're not muted, please mute your microphones. You just select the website manager. This is our test lead capture page system. But you're probably going to see a lot more than this in your system. If your account has been set up and our team has done the setup for you, they have probably created a whole bunch of lead capture page websites for you. Hold on a second. I'm getting background noise from somebody. Hang on a sec. Sorry. Okay. All right. So you'll see a lot more than this. Again, this is just the test one, but all of the function and features are going to be pretty much the same that I'm going to go through here. So on your main dashboard, you're going to see obviously the summary of the lead capture pages that are on here. On the top left-hand side, with a couple of our other screens, you're going to see options. If you click on the options, you have a couple different options here. You can create a brand new lead capture page system to create an additional one or pull from our templates. You just would create a new. And then you can select the type of lead capture page that you want to choose, and it'll automatically generate that lead capture page for you with the default text and setup that we have. Once the lead capture page is created with the default text, that's when you can go in and modify all of that information and content. And I'm going to go through that with you in just a moment. If you want to delete a website, list websites, it's going to just basically bring you to this page. It's going to tell you the list of websites. If you want to delete a website, you're going to hit delete. Now, be careful when you delete these, because once they are deleted, they are gone. No amount of pleading with our support team will bring them back. So do not delete them if you're not 100% sure that you are not using it. And don't delete one if we set it up for you, because we could have ads running against it or marketing set up with it. And if we delete it and there's an issue, you're going to have all kinds of errors come across your system, and we don't want to have that. So I wouldn't recommend deleting it unless you're doing a test and you know that this one's just a test, or it's one you're not going to use anymore.
I just want to reiterate too that the list that you open up to under the website manager, that those are all of your currently active lead capture websites. Okay. Just want to make sure everyone got that.
Yep, absolutely. They're the ones that are in your system and that our team is going to be managing for you. And with that, I'm going to tell you, you do not need to do anything with these lead capture pages. Our team is already doing it for you. This is just basically going to show you the tools and the features that our system has, but you do not need to create any. You don't need to modify them or do anything like that. We will take care of it all for you. This is only to show you what our options are and how our system works. So I'm basically going to go into this 3-bedroom home, and we're going to show you the features on this system. So to select it, I'm just going to basically click the select button, and it's going to bring me into the lead capture page. It's an on-page editor, so it will show you a live preview of the page and what you're seeing. This will allow you to make changes and go through the system and modify anything that you want to do in here. The components of the lead capture page are simple. You can see that there's a background photo here. It's got the picture, it's a bedroom, so obviously you can, it's a 3-bedroom home. The area, the text, the verbiage, all highlighted here. And then the form section, which is all here. This is what the team is, or the clients are going to fill out to get to send the lead into your CRM. Name, email address, cell phone number, all of that information is going to be populated. We get a lot of emails regarding this error for Signamite domain only. That is because this capture, it is not a live page. You're just on an on-page preview. So this is not the actual live page. But we're showing you that we have a CAPTCHA on here for our lead capture pages. So it is common to have that. It is not on the active site. It's just because it's on the on-page editor. At the top here, you're going to see the menus options that we have, and these are all things that you can do within the lead capture page. The options which we're going to go through: colors, the text, the forms, statistics. And the preview of the page. So the preview button is what you will click to see a live preview, what your client sees. So I'm going to click that real quick just to show you that the page will load up, and you'll see it doesn't have has the correct CAPTCHA on here on all that information. So it looks pretty much identical to your on-page editor. The other thing that it does, it adds in your real estate information down here. All of your social media links will be put here. Your phone number will be put here, and also your email address will be put into the lead capture page. So again, different ways for the client to reach out to you as well. So again, this is the preview button I clicked on here, and it brought me to a live preview. So if I fill this out, it's going to go into my CRM and add this lead into my CRM. So if you want to test it out and see what a client sees or go through the client process, that's how you can do that. Okay, I'm going to go back to the on-page editor, and the options is going to be the first section. We do have a lot of options. There's a lot of customization on here and a lot of things that you can do. Again, you do not need to do any of this. I'm just showing you how it all works. Template design. If you have this lead capture page and you decide that you want to change the template design, you would just basically click on that and choose a new template design in here. You can choose any of the preset ones on here, and it will redesign the lead capture page with this new layout. The website active option on the left-hand side, they come active, our team activates them, but if for any reason you do not want to have it activated, you'll just uncheck this and hit save, and that'll deactivate your website. Again, I wouldn't recommend doing that unless there's a reason why. If it's one that you created and our team's not managing for you, you can activate it, deactivate it as you wish. But if it is one that our team has set up for you, please do not deactivate it. If you have to, just email us and let us know that you want to deactivate it. We'll make sure that everything gets removed. And again, if there's any marketing or postings that are going out with that lead capture page, we will get those removed as well. On a previous tutorial, we showed you that each client gets assigned an email and a text campaign when they come through a lead capture page. That's where this email and text option comes through. So every lead capture page has a campaign assigned to it, has a text message campaign and an email campaign. So this is where our team assigns those for each of your lead capture pages. Certain buyer lead capture pages will have one, sellers will have a different one, so they vary from lead capture page to lead capture page, but you can view that information here. If you wanted to change it, if you feel that there's a better one out there that suits your needs, you can reassign these campaigns. You just click on the list. It will populate with all of your current lead capture or email campaigns that you have in the system. You can select one and then hit save, and that'll reassign the lead capture page, email campaign, and text campaign. Again, the text campaign is down here if you want to reassign a new text campaign, or let's say you created a new text campaign and you want to put that one on in Works, you can do that here. And once you're done with that, you'll basically click save, and it'll save that new data for your lead capture page. The website name, basically as it sounds, the website name of the lead capture page. This is what populates into the source of the lead. So if somebody signed up for a lead capture page for 3-bedroom homes on this one, you'll see under the source that it says the exclusive list of 3-bedroom homes in Haddon Heights. This will show you that they came through this lead capture page, so you know what ad they clicked on, what lead capture page they signed up with. If you wanted to change this name, again, it's pretty easy. You just type in what the name should be and then hit save, and that'll change the name of the lead capture page. The next one is a shortened URL. We do get a lot of questions on this. Actually, I'm going to delete that so I can go back and show you from the start. So the shortened URL, a shortened URL is one where you can customize the URL so that if you're going to use it for print marketing, or if you're going to use it on a postcard or anything like that, you can create a shortened URL. So if you had print marketing that you were going to do mailers out for, a 3-bedroom home that you have available or that you have a list of, you can create a shortened URL. This right up here is the actual detailed URL of your lead capture page. But as you can see, it doesn't really look very good. So what we can do is we can create a shortened URL down here. So if you see up here, it's got the original primary domain name. This is going to be the domain name it's going to stay with. We're just going to add after that. So let's just say I want to do client creator and hit save. So, okay, so now my shortened URL, I'm going to go back to this just to show you, is this, https homestobylist.com/client creator. So when you use your print marketing, you can put that on there. It'll take them right to this lead capture page. So some people will use their name or their real estate or their market area, something to bring in the client or have it relate to this lead capture page. As you saw me earlier, if you don't like this or you want to change it, I just hit the delete button. It'll remove it, and then you can go in and create a new one. As long as it's not taken already, as long as somebody else doesn't have it, you can add it here. If it does, if somebody does have it, it'll come up with an error and saying this domain name is already taken. But again, you can put anything you would like in here, and it'll create the shortened domain name for you. No need to purchase any additional domains with GoDaddy or anybody like that. You can just use something customized here. And you can do this with any lead capture page in our system. The next section is the background image, and it is just that where I showed you that background image is the bedroom or the bed. Just click on background image, and then you can choose a file locally if you want to change the image of the background of your lead capture page. The one word of advice I can give to you is make sure it's a good quality image. You don't want to pick something that's small, a file size that's tiny, or a thumbnail, because if you do that, it's not going to look clear. It's going to look very pixelated and blurry. So you want to make sure that you have a good quality image to upload. You know, you can put that in here and take a look at it and make sure that it looks good for you. But you want it's about, if you look at the file size, it's about 400 kilobytes of file size. That's usually the minimum to make it look good across all screens. So again, just be cognizant of that, because you don't want to put a bad image on here. Obviously, it might look good on a cell phone because there's small screens, but if you have a large screen or a large desktop screen, when you bring it up, it might look blurry. So that's the background image. Next one is a little bit more complicated. So we blew through those couple ones. This one's a little bit more. So the social media ad setup. The social media ad setup is going to set up ads for you and post them to your social media accounts that are integrated with your client creator. And this is what our team uses a lot of the times to generate these posts and this content on the lead capture pages. So to do this, you're basically going to click on social media setup. It's going to bring you up a list of ads that you can choose that are pre-written. You know, depending on what lead capture page you're working with, you'll see there's a whole bunch of pre-written ads on here. So we're working with the 3-bedroom home, and I'm going to just show you that you click on 3-bedroom home. You want to do the market area for it, and for this one, it's Haddon Heights. So I'm just going to put that on here and hit next, and it's going to generate the ad for you. So it's got the website link. That's the link to your lead capture page. So that's going to make this image hot. So when they click on the image or the ad, it's going to take them to the lead capture page. It has a default body message on here. And again, you can change this at any time you want. If you want to put anything else on here, incredible list of 3-bedroom homes in Haddon Heights. But again, you can change this, and I'm sure everybody's seen the social media posts and what they have. This is the default display image that comes up on this. And again, if you have another image that you want to change, or you have a specific one you want to use, or that you have, just use this choose file. And again, it'll bring up your information for your file where you can locate it and upload it. Same thing goes with the social media ads. Make sure it's a good quality ad, because it displays differently across different platforms. The title of the ad, that's going to go for the title of your social media post. Some of the social media posts, it appears below the image. For LinkedIn and I believe Instagram, it appears above it, but that's just the title of it. And a brief description of what the ad and what the marketing is for. Hashtags, everybody's familiar with hashtags. We put default hashtags in there, but for this one, we would probably add 3-bedroom homes to it, home, you know, or something of that nature, just to make sure it's relevant to the ad. Okay, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. So I'm going to save this ad. I just want to make sure it's saved, and you'll see it just says successfully saved. Now I'm going to debug it. Because this is a new ad that I created, I'm going to debug this with Facebook. Now, I'm not going to be able to do that right now because I'm not logged into Facebook, but I would just basically click this, and it's going to call what's called scraping. It's just getting all of this data that we just updated up here and collecting it into the system. And then what we're going to do is we're going to post to our social media. Again, these aren't integrated to our social media accounts, but this, if I click post in here, it's probably going to come up with an error, but you'll see, yeah, we have no no integrated social medias on our test account. But if we did, it would come back and show posting to successful to Instagram, posting to Facebook, posting to LinkedIn. So they'll all be posted to automatically. So that's what we do and how you can post a lead capture page to your social media. Again, we do all of this for you. So we're just showing you some of the tools and the features and the bells and whistles that the Client Creator has for you. But again, you don't need to know how to do this if you're comfortable with us doing all the postings for you. But if you wanted to post or you wanted to create your own post, this is the section to do it in. Okay. The next section down is the instant file download. Instant file download is if you want them to download something that you created or that you had after they engage on the lead capture page, you could upload that here. For instance, if you had a PDF of current 3-bedroom homes that are, that are listed that you want them to download immediately after they engage on this list, you would update that here. You would just choose file, select the file that you want to upload, and hit save. So what will happen here is that the client will come, they'll see the ad on their social media, they'll click on the ad. They'll enter in their name, their email address, and their cell phone. And yes, I want this list. They'll be taken to a place where they can download this file if you uploaded one or if one's uploaded. If it's not uploaded, they will be sent out a message and saying, thank you for your interest. I will get this list out to you, as soon as possible. You as the realtor need to send them a list of homes for sale. Client Creator does not send them any available homes for sale in your market area. So that will be part of your follow-up process. I know I've gone through that before, but we do get questioned on that a lot. You will have to reach out and as part of the follow-up in your Client Creator system, you will have to send them out a list of homes. So real easy. Again, if you had a file to upload that you wanted to attach to this of current homes for sale, you can do that here. Otherwise, you would just have to send them a list of homes manually through either emailing them or through the CRM. Okay, the website redirect. This is what we use if we're going to redirect them after they engage in the lead capture page. Some of the members here have their own website, so we will put that information in here and it'll redirect them to the website if they have a business website. If they don't have a website, we will either redirect them to your social media profile, whether it be Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, Instagram, whatever it be. We will send them to a social media profile, or we just display your information, your contact information with a thank you, and that you'll be in touch with them shortly. So if you want to redirect them after they engage on the lead capture page, this is where this is set up and where we get that set up for you.
You could send them to your whatever website you have currently that you're using, either through your office or you had someone build it, so that they continue to know more about you. It's up to you.
Yeah, it does not affect the marketing, whether you have one or not. If somebody has a website, it doesn't make them any better or with their marketing than somebody that does not. So it's only for features only if you have a website. So again, people who don't have a website, don't fret. You don't need one. We have all of your social media accounts set up and we utilize those to the fullest capacity. But again, if they do have a website and they want people directed to them, we send them there. Header scripts. Header scripts are going to be scripts that you add to your lead capture page. This is only going to be for people who know what they're doing or more advanced. If you have pixel trackers, or if you have some people wanted Google Analytics integrated with their account, or they have some type of tracking mechanism that they want to put in here, this is where you would do that. So yeah, you would put the script coding in here. And that would allow this lead capture page to have the custom header scripts that you want incorporated with the lead capture page. Again, Note this, if you put the code in and it's missing a letter or it's missing an end caret or whatever it is, your page is going to produce errors. So do not come into this area unless you're absolutely sure and absolutely comfortable with how to apply header scripts. But again, this is just an option for users that are familiar with that and want to add in some additional information. The embed section, this is for embedding your lead capture page on another platform or in your website. We will create the coding for you. If you click on embed, you can select some of the images and pictures on here. And if you click on any of these, it'll create the HTML code for you that you can copy and paste into there. And again, this is for people who are familiar with HTML and how to add this to their websites. If you have a website manager or somebody that handles it for you, there's a little button here where you can email them. If you just select that and type in their email address, it'll tell you it'll send the code right to them and they'll embed it right into your website.
So
but
what
the-
you guys can do, I'm sorry to interrupt, but what
No
you
worries.
guys can do is make your existing non-lead generating website, wherever you got it from, your office, you paid someone, whatever, you can turn it into having the possibility of generating leads for you just by using this function. You want to show it up again? Okay, so we have all the graphics there for you. We have all the different captions that will lead to your lead capture websites. And we've generated the code that whoever is handling your personal website would need in order to put this, activate this, and show it on your existing website, your personal website. So now you can probably generate leads from that website if it's never been a lead generating website, which most of them I see are not. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's real easy to do as well.
It is.
Okay, the last section is the disclaimer. This is the disclaimer. Some people, some realtors need to have a disclaimer on all of their lead capture pages to conform to their realtor board. If you do need one, or if you've sent us one, we've had a lot of disclaimers that have been added to the lead capture page. This is where we put this. You'll put this text here, and the disclaimer will show up at the very bottom of the lead capture page. Again, just to make sure that we're meeting all of the requirements. Some realtor boards request because they have to have their DRE information on there. So if anything is needed, or if you requested that, that's where we put that information. Again, if you want to come in and add that, you can add that information in as well. But I would recommend to email it to our support team so that they can take care of it. The last section on this options is to delete the page. We've gone through this before, but I want to make sure that you know, do not delete the page unless you're absolutely sure. We cannot get it back. But yeah, if you wanted to delete it, let's say you created it and you're messing around with it and you're like, I'm done with it. It's just another way to delete the page. Brandon, I'm done with the options. I didn't know if I didn't want to go through all these other ones. I didn't know how long you want to make the call, or if you wanted to do.
Well, this is a
some of these
part
chat-
2 call, but let's do
Yeah.
some questions, shall we?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Let's see. We're going to go backwards here. Do you put a disclaimer in for us if we don't?
No, no,
No,
we don't
there's no
technically put in a
default.
disclaimer. Yeah, there's no default disclaimer, and normally we don't like to use a disclaimer because we want to brand the lead capture page. We don't technically want to have it branded like a real estate agent, but you know, we understand that some of them have to have it. But so if your realtor brokerage requires that it's across all of your lead capture pages, we can add that information in here.
Okay, here's the next question. If you made the client a home value catcher, there's a new name for us, what will they get from me? They'll get the instant home value. It does it instantly. And then they'll get the series of email messages that are attached to that particular.
Hey, Eric, this is Todd Lieber.
I'm sorry about that. Somebody was
Okay.
unmuted.
Okay. If you made the client home value, do you remember what this said? What will they get from me? And I just shared with them the emails and so on. And
Yeah,
the
they'll get the
instant
instant home
value.
valuation, provided. You'll be able to see that from the CRM. We covered that in the last CRM video. You can see the home value and the details of the home under the client details, and then they'll also be enrolled in the email and text campaigns. But again, you want to make sure that you're following up with them, outside of what our systems automatically do. And once that lead's generated, you want to reach out to them as soon as possible to try to, engage with them. The email and text strip campaigns are going to go out, but don't rely on them to to turn it into a client for you. You're going to have to do your follow up as well.
Okay, someone was testing their system. They got an error message on the market analysis. It says limited data is available for your area. Therefore, we are performing a full in-depth examination of the data personally, and we'll send you the results via email. You want to tell them what that error
That
message
means that
comes
there's no
up?
public data available for the home that you put in there. And that can happen for two reasons. One, the home address does not pull up, or there is no public data. There's certain areas that there is no public data that is pulled for us to pull from. So if that happens, we put that information in there. You can go on, you could test against it if you go to like a Zillow or a Trulia and put that address in. If they're not able to come up with public data with estimated values on it, neither will we. So we're pulling from almost a lot of the same sources that those companies are pulling from as well. So yeah, but if you find that that's still not the case, you can email our support team and we'll be happy to take a look and see if there's a reason why.
Okay, does Client Creator offer retargeting options? Most people don't know what this person is asking, but you know what retargeting is. And do we have that option for them?
I'm not sure what you mean, Rand.
Oh, on retargeting, like in Facebook, you can retarget. Like once someone clicks on an ad, they are retargeted.
Again, I apologize. I'm not sure what you mean.
Okay, why don't we just have you send that message into support? Okay. And I think we're almost done. Can you believe that? On the ads, we were supposed to insert these. Just looked at one and it was targeting Seattle. I'm in California. Can you explain that to them?
Yeah, Seattle is the default text that comes into the system. That needs to be when I went through the creating of the ad. You'll see that showed up as Seattle. It's just a place showing that you need to put your area into there. So yeah, it's just default text, just showing you the information that's on there. You'll see what I'll go through it again real quick. I'm just going to pick 3-bedroom homes. You'll see Seattle, Washington. It's just like placer text. It's not really in there. So you're going to type in your area, and it'll create the ad for you. It'll place that information on there. Okay. If you didn't put any area in there, again, the default text is going to be Seattle, Washington. You're going to need to change that, but you'll see it puts the area that you type in into the setup.
Okay, let's see. I think that might be it. It looks like it. If I missed you guys, please send us a text or an email to support@clientcreator.com.
Yeah,
Now,
we'll go over the other sections, the colors, the text, the forms, and everything like that. That'll be pretty quick next week. But yeah, just want to make sure we covered the basics of the lead capture page.
So part 2 is next week. Okay, let's see. Will there be an opportunity to have a more one-on-one consultation to review what we have? It's coming up. We just are preparing to open a new department. Are we not, Brandon? Am I speaking correctly?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, where we can have the ability to do more one-on-ones. I almost hate to say that because it's our system wasn't really built to do a lot of one-on-ones because there's just so many of you in the beginning that are requesting those, but we understand the need for it. So we're starting a new, can you call me Van Smith team, please? Okay, Can you go back and look at these questions, Brandon? Are you able
I
to go
can't
back?
see
And,
them. I guess you're on them. I can't see them right now.
okay. All right. Are you able after we're done to go back? and
Yep,
see
I can
my-
download them. Absolutely, and I can send them.
We
to you.
got 14 more questions in the last minute. So those will have to wait till next time, but you can get an answer still. I'm just reading a new one that came in. You can get an answer by sending an email to support@clientcreator.com. We'll get them all answered. Okay. And thank you so much for being on the call today. We'll see you next week at the same time, same place. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.